from Old Trafford, Manchester.
This is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
We're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once there is that little bit of space to work in, then the killer instinct usually kicks in.
And the shot! Defence can get it clear. Ericsson. Casemiro. And it's played forward. Saka, who's only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Odegaard. Martinelli succumbs to the pressure. Rashford powering forward here. Oh, that's a key interception. Martinelli. Shifted upfield. Zinchenko. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Ericsson. To Anthony. Some good work on the right flank here. Anthony. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that's neat.
That's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Saka. Martinelli. Zinchenko. And that's a goal kick. Diogo Dalot. Maguire. Gabriel Jesus stood his ground strongly. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Casemiro, forwards and with intent. And it's Rashford. And it's Shaw. Now it's Rashford. Chance to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Jorginho. White. And it's Jorginho. For Rice. Sends it forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Ericsson. Odegaard. Zinchenko.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Shaw. Ericsson really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's got away. Moran spots it and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Looks to bypass the midfield.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Anthony. Very nicely done. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Jorginho. For Rice. Move forward and quickly so. Out towards the flank. Zinchenko crosses. And that was very necessary. Jesus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's there to clear it. He's going for goal! And the keeper passes the test.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's forced to go back. Gently done. Saka chasing after it. Zinchenko. Just eases him off the ball. Casemiro defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive. The type of move to please any coach.
And that should be the keeper's. Zinchenko. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Rashford. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
The return pass. White. Onana is there to take. That's been intercepted. defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that has been cleared. Bruno Fernandes. Stood up well to him there. Odegaard. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Goes down, but nothing given. Moved on forwards. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Odegaard opts for safety. Gently done. Rice. White. Gets his pass away. He just whacks it away. Rafael Varane. Diogo Dalot. To Bruno Fernandes. Plays it from a quarterback position. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Jorginho. White. It's Saka. For Rice. Jorginho. Forwards and with intent. Anthony. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that is a nice touch. Gone for a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. Now here's the delivery.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Bruno Fernandes clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Martinelli. Played out to the left flank. Oh, important interception. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Rashford looks to get on the end of this. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Saka. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out to the right. And it's Jorginho. And he welcomes it in. Bruno Fernandes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's left his man. That has sent him sprawling. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Knocks it away. Shaw. And now they can spring out of defence. Saka. It's a good run down the right. That is lovely. he's fouled him there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Climbs up big! No, he's got that completely wrong. Casemiro. And it's Varane to Ericsson. Moved forward and quickly so. Saka. Saka tries making a foray down the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Cleared away. Lovely bit of skill. Odegaard. That is a chance to shoot! Played it short. Zinchenko. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Manchester United can start a counter here. Anthony. Muscular approach does pay off here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Defending of the desperate variety. Jorginho turns back here, probably the best option. Score not really a true reflection of what's been a pretty open game. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ericsson. Pinches it off him. Jorginho. Saka. White. And it's Jorginho. Arsenal finding their passes. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's an inviting looking ball, that. White. To Jorginho. And he's forced to go back.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Saka. And here's Jorginho. Rice. Odegaard. For Rice. Casemiro wins the duel this time, and it's played forward. There's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Rashford. booking him here for a dive.
Listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Rashford has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Saka. Martinelli. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
To meet it, and again! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Martinelli really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
Bruno Fernandes.
Threat, Peter, and that's primarily because his movement off the ball is so effective. Even if he doesn't end up touching the ball, he usually plays a part in his team.
It's Rashford! That's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Rice. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Saka. Spread out to the left. A real chance to break. Ericsson. For sure. Ericsson. And it's Rashford. Oh, that's a key interception. Odegaard. Martinelli. Zinchenko. Varane attempts a clearance. Ericsson. And it's Rashford. Here's Shaw. Anthony. And the shot! Keeper pulls up a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
To safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Saka. White making good progress on the right-hand side. Saka tries to cut back. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Played it again. Good read, needed to be. Calmly anticipates. Shifted upfield. Threads one in. And it's Jorginho. Rice. Odegaard. Defence has got rid of that. takes it away. Jorginho. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Anthony. Plays a delicate ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. White is fouled. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Zinchenko. Now it's Martinelli. Saka. Nice ball and he's in here. Now Odegaard. Manchester United applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to...
And he's got a hit! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's been taken short. Shaw with the cross. And that's been levered clear. That looks a good ball. That's been cut out, well played. Rafael Varane. Bruno Fernandes. Sends it forward. Rafael Varane. Rice. Maguire. No goals as yet. Move forward and quickly so. White spots it and intercepts. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's there to clear it. Diogo Dalot. Out to the left it goes. Can he latch on to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shaw. is out of play. White. Martinelli.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Cleared away. Manchester United can counter promptly here. Rafael Varane, and it's Rashford, for Shaw. There's a sharp little ball here. Shaw delivers across. There's the hit! Oh, Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
Manchester United take the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Saliba for Rice. Jorginho.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Anthony. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Jorginho. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Martinelli. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. It's run loose, who's going to get there? And it's Jorginho. Interesting ball. And that's been levered clear. Shaw. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tries to get it clear, and that's been won straight back. Saka. Ødegaard. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Maguire. Ooh, can he get onto this? This interception, his positioning was spot on. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Anthony. Oh, it's opened up for him. He's got the shot away! And he just whacks it away.
Zinchenko. Gently done. Now it's Martinelli.
No, he's not getting his way this time.
Martinelli really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Could move up a gear here. That's been intercepted. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Maguire moved on forwards to Ericsson, thinks one through. Shaw looking to run onto it. Ødegaard. White hurtling down that right flank. Oh, sweet feet. Header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Casemiro. Rashford is onto it in a flash. White. And Jorginho. And it's played forward. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Over to the left.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Ødegaard plays it short. Swung in towards the middle. Shaw with the clearance. Rice. Now it's Jorginho. That's very neat. Hit into the middle. He just whacks it away. And that has left him in a heap. Casemiro. Floats it up and over. Oh, delightful ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. got it back in a hurry. Zinchenko. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He might be in here! Oh, good spread. Opts to play it back. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop it going out? Oh, it's played into the area. Balls over the line, and it is a corner. There's the clearance. Zinchenko. Rice, looking for the runner. And that's been levered clear. Ødegaard. Looking for options for movement. Ødegaard crosses. Defending of the desperate variety. Eriksen. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Jorginho. White. For Rice. Gently done. No, he's not getting his way this time. Now then, the ball's come loose. Threads one in. White looking to... Oh, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Martinelli. Ødegaard. And it's Jorginho. Shifted upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Shaw. Played to Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. To Anthony. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Played in by Dalot. Oh, that's been repelled. White. Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal playing here with a nice expansive style.
Yeah, with their fullbacks making up the numbers in attack too, just need to make sure the back line doesn't become too stretched and faced with too much ground to cover.
Succumbs to the pressure. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Eriksen. And here's a chance. That's a fine save.
Christian Eriksen sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
We can get that clear. Eriksen. Shaw charging forward down that flank. Shaw with the cross. And it's played forward. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Jorginho. White. Lovely feet. Could try cutting inside here. Manchester United making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, they've gained the upper hand for a number of reasons, and they have every reason to kick on now.
Maguire knocks it away. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Saka. Martinelli. Saka! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Bruno Fernandes. It's Casemiro. Moved on forwards. That's been intercepted. Gently done. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Anthony. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot drives forward on the overlap. Plays it in low. And that's been levered clear. And it's played forward. Zinchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And they've got a throw. Martinelli. Jorginho. Out to the right. In comes the cross. That's going to go a long way. It's Gabriel Jesus! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Diogo Dalot gets good distance on it. For Rice. Now it's Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's in! And the shot! Rice. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Over to the left. Zinchenko. He's had a hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Casemiro, long ball looking to counter. Great run on the overlap here. Danger averted for now. That's been won straight back. And play for a throw. Zinchenko, and he's in on goal. Now this could be a chance. Varane robs him of possession, and he's there to get it away. Looking for the runner. Now it's Rashford. He is through here, and he's there to clear it. Martinelli sends it forward. Saka, played out towards the right wing. Casemiro, and it's Rashford. Clearly not happy with that. Jorginho. Maguire. Forwards and with intent. And it's hoisted clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Martinelli. Diogo Dalot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Saka! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Bruno Fernandes. To Ericsson. Rashford chasing after it. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Moved forward and quickly so. White.
Jorginho. White. And Jorginho.
Look at the space here. Love shapes to shoot. Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Saka goes short. White. Passing nice and neat. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rice.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rashford. Saka. White. Calmly anticipates. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zinchenko. Oh, good take and a good great hit. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That was very necessary. Rice. Played back into the centre. Rice. Odegaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Zinchenko. Very nicely done. Zinchenko. Chance with a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Rafael Varane. And it's Eriksen. Played long and they could be in here. Gabriel cuts it out. Saliba. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Rashford. It's a goal kick. Odegaard. Zinchenko. Chooses to go cross-field. White. For Rice. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Casemiro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Can get it clear. He can get that clear. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Anthony. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And the finish!
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
White. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Casemiro, Anthony, Rashford, Rice, now it's Gabriel Jesus, calmly anticipates. Sends it forward. Rashford. And it's Shaw. It will be a throw-in. Rashford. Turns and goes back. Shapes to shoot! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Martinelli. And it's played forward. Saka. And that has been clubbed away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rice. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Saka. Maguire gets it away. Rafael Varane. Shaw, who does have an assist to his name. Ericsson moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Gently done. That has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafael Varane. Forwards and with intent. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a throw. That's been intercepted. Saka was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That'll be a throw. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. And that's been well dealt with. And it's played forward. It's a nicely looking ball, that. Martinelli.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's there to clear it. Now it's Gabriel Jesus! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Gabriel Jesus reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ericsson. Shifted upfield. Anthony. Played out to the right. Oh, nice touch. Great hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
White. Move forward and quickly so. Cleared away. Arsenal get it back again. Zinchenko. This might... Can he finish? Varane attempts a clearance. Ball's gone out of play. Saka still a towering header. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Manchester United, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Bruno Fernandes. Sends it forward. Out to the right. Great run on the overlap here. Now it's Anthony. There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And it's played forward. Saka chasing after it. Zinchenko. Martinelli. That looks a foul. Yep, the referee's given it.
absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Moved on forwards. Martinelli. Odegaard. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Turns back here, probably the best option. Shaw. Ericsson. And it's Rashford. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Ericsson. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's going to go a long way. Back in possession and ready to go again. It's Rashford! That's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Martinelli. Zinchenko. Forwards and with intent. And he's got his cross in. And that's been levered clear. Fiddles it through. Ericsson. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ericsson. Casemiro to Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rashford. Pouring through. And the shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Rashford simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter. When urgency was the single requirement.
Defending, but that'll do. Manchester United can try it again now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Pinches it off him. Arsenal can stop, and he has been fouled there. Zinchenko, Odegaard, Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Gabriel Jesus wins the duel this time. Saliba. Arsenal finding their passes. Odegaard. Zinchenko. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Rashford. He's had it taken off him. Rice. Spread out to the left. Rice. It's Saka.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Casemiro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's tidy. And it's Shaw. Corner it is. Punched away. That's Bruno. Big chance! Point-blank header! No, he's got that completely wrong. White. Who's going to be first to this? Cleared away. Oh, this is a great position. Played out towards the right wing. Ball swung in. Goes for the header! It's in! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Half-time at 1-1. Arsenal get the second half going. For Martinelli. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. To Anthony. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rice, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, clearly there was some serious talking done in that dressing room during the break, because they've started this second half with much more intent, and the captain's finish was sublime. Just the ideal tonic for the remainder.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
United take the lead.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Ødegaard. Saka. Oh, what a ball!
Jorginho.
Oh, great ball! So what can they make of this? Shifted upfield. Anthony! Look at the space. Anthony! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Saka. White. To Jorginho.
Odegaard. Zinchenko. Martinelli.
And Jorginho.
Now it's Saka. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now Odegaard. And that has been clubbed away. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Rafael Varane. And it's Casemiro. Now it's Anthony. Diogo Dalot. That's very neat. And it's Rashford! That's a fine save.
Rashford really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Ericsson plays it short. Oh, that is a nice touch. Goes in for the header! And the keeper passes the test.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Massive lead! Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. It's a good spell of possession, this. That is lovely. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, he is the type of character who rises to this sort of challenge, and he will be back for more. Big chance! One-on-one! Casemiro. Here's Shaw. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Jorginho. Gabriel Jesus. Saka. He's got away. Played out towards the right wing. And that's aimed into the middle. Maguire is there to heave it away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Anthony.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
White. Saka. Pinches it off him. Ericsson. Moved on forwards. Gets good distance on it. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Zinchenko looks to the other side. White. Spread out to the left. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Jorginho. It's Saka. Jorginho. Played out to the left flank. Zinchenko. For Martinelli. Looking for the runner. He is through here. Ericsson. And it's Rashford. Here's Ericsson. Shaw. That's tidy. Shaw delivers. Defending of the desperate variety. Odegaard might just make this. Zinchenko. Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. Fired deep towards the back post.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Spot on, Peter.
Jorginho. Martinelli. Maguire spots it and intercepts. Now it's Rashford. And it's Shaw. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Anthony! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Chip through. Well read. All danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Shaw. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Sends it forward. And here's Rashford. Anthony. Played out wide.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Great chance! No, not this time.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Looking ball that. Martinelli. Zinchenko. Move forward and quickly so. Martinelli.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And it's Jorginho. Jorginho. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Saka. Jorginho. Martinelli. It's a throw-in. Shaw gets it clear. White. Aimed in towards the centre.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Forwards and with intent. Oh, that's delightful.
Diogo Dalot really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
White knocks it away. Arsenal can start a counter here. White. Passing is crisp and sharp. There's a sharp little ball here. Gabriel Jesus will try cutting inside here. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafael Varane. Ericsson. Plays it forward. Rashford is herring after that one. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. And it's Ericsson. And it's Shaw. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And he's in on goal. Opts to play it back. It's one! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rashford.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Bruno Fernandes. To Anthony. Played out to the right. Saliba. Ericsson. Anthony. It's anyone's ball now. Now it's Anthony. Anthony! And he's there to get it away. Ball is over the line. Succumbs to the pressure. Anthony. Out to the right. There's the cross. And back out it comes. And that's a throw. And it's Ericsson. And here's Rashford. Would have won it.
off there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Martinelli. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Oh, good spread.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Moran is there, and he can get that clear. Diogo Dalot. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gabriel Jesus. And he's searching through. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zinchenko. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gabriel Jesus.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
White. Jorginho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Climbs up big! Decent enough try. Over to the left.
Manchester United can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Shaw. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
Manchester United just have to run down the clock.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. Manchester United probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Martinelli. Odegaard. White looks to get on the end of this.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Casemiro is there to heave it away. Bruno Fernandes, who's made his mark on this game. A real chance to break. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Martinelli. Jorginho. He can run onto that. It's a decent hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Played in. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Defence has got rid of that. Saka. Spread out to the left. And it's Jorginho. Moran can get it clear. Driving on and making good progress. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Played into the middle. Great lead! And with that, the final whistle.